I want to talk a little bit about mindfulness this week, and I want to start by reading a definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness means maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment. Mindfulness also involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them. Without judging them, I'll say that a couple of times there, without believing, for instance, that there's a right or wrong way to think or feel in a given moment. When we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into what we're sensing in the present moment rather than rehashing the past or imagining the future. So, what does mindfulness, for me, have to do with addiction? The first thing is what it doesn't have to do. It's the same as blame. Mindfulness is every thought that you have, every word that you speak, every action that you do. It has to do with mindfulness, and it has to do with addiction. For example, back in 1997, when at that one given moment that I made a choice to stop drinking and ask God for help, I was being very mindful. Most likely the most mindful period in my life to that date. That is mindfulness, and that's mindfulness and addiction. Now take that and step it out just a bit, and how do I use that in my everyday life as it relates to recovery or relates to addiction? For example, I'm going to get mad at Bill. Bill is just not a nice person. So if I'm not being mindful, I'm going to go back to old behaviors that most likely led to my drinking or using drugs to begin with. And I'm going to say, I'm going to start blaming things on Bill. Bill's this, Bill's that. Or if I'm in a mindfulness state of mind, I'm being non-judgmental. Bill's not right or wrong. And I take it from that present moment. I don't think that Bill, I can relate to Bill as another character or a similar being or person that I knew 10 years ago that I have a resentment against. At that moment, I'm not judging Bill. I'm being mindful of my thoughts. I'm being mindful of my words and actions. And so I decide or make a choice to change my mind and to be mindful and to be grateful to Bill, because Bill is there to show me something about myself that I have not discovered yet. And I know that's a hard or difficult concept sometimes. It is for me still, because I still get wrapped up in the moment, and I am angry or upset, and it's never for what I think it is. So if I'm mindful and I can stop at that moment, and say, hey, what's this all about? What's the anger about? What's the frustration about? And try to move that the question back into me, what it has to do with me instead of Bill. Then if I am true in my intent on wanting to recover and to move into a better place, a better frame of mind, being more thoughtful, being more caring about another person, especially Bill, for that particular moment, then I can see what Bill has to offer at that time. Now, this is not something that's very easy to do. I haven't drank or did drugs in over 17 years, and I'm going to tell you, it's just as difficult today as it was 15 years ago or 20 years ago, which I had no idea of being mindful at that time. But now I do have a small snippet of what mindfulness means, and that's okay. Having the willingness to continue on a daily, moment-by-moment basis to be mindful, you can change your life if you have that desire. It's just like when I stopped drinking. I had a true desire at that one moment in time, even if it lasted for 15 seconds or 2 seconds. My desire to straighten up my life and to get clean and sober was stronger than any desire that I had ever had in my life to that date. Now, just take that and multiply that into multiple, to the many times throughout the day that we have an opportunity to make a choice. Think about that. You know, be mindful of that. How do I use mindful day to day, starting tomorrow or starting now? First, I have to be willing to be mindful. And then I have to be willing to do whatever it takes to stay clean or sober. And along with being mindful, along with not blaming anyone else for my predicament or my scenario that I find myself in. And then through being mindful and through not blaming other things or individuals outside of myself for my dilemma, I think that word's been used a lot, then you can change your life. I changed my life. I believe that anyone can change your life. So, you know, I guess with the thing for this week to think about that I always think about, and that's being mindful. Now, sometimes I don't think about it, and I forget. And I forget, and we all forget. But that doesn't mean we can't return to that state of mind right away. We don't have to beat ourselves up. We don't have to say, "Oh, I'm a poor addict," or I've got a disease. You know, I need to start over again. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the beautiful thing of free will choice. I can make a choice, and then I can make another choice. So the choices are endless. To be mindfulness, to be mindful. So this week, you know, give it a shot. Be mindful. And again, if you want to go check our website out, it's freedomthroughchoice.org. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to post them on the community page, or feel free to email me at Currie Byrd, that's CurrieByrd at yahoo.com. And I will do my best to answer any questions that you may have through my perception, through Currie's mind, and the way that I see these things and how I have used them to stay sober. So have a great week, and love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.